Hey everyone, it's Mallory here with cats.com, where we're all about cats. In this video, I want to talk to you about the signs that your cat is not really bonded with you or isn't really feeling safe around you and could use a little bit of extra help to feel comfortable and safe. Now, before I get into the signs, I want to caution you against using this video as a reason to feel bad about yourself. So if you're seeing signs that your cat is not really feeling comfortable around you, it does not mean that you're a bad person or that you're bad at taking care of your cat. So there are a lot of factors that can go into this. The key socialization period for a cat is between the ages of 2 weeks and 7 weeks of age. They're going to learn how to socialize during that period, and it's going to define the way that they interact with other cats and other people largely for the rest of their life. And after that time period, the kitten is going to be shaped in certain ways. Now, there are things we can do to make the cat feel more comfortable and safe and to feel more connected with us, but it's always going to be kind of colored by those early life experiences. The second thing I want to mention is that most of this is about feelings of safety and security. So you don't have to interpret it that your cat doesn't like you or your cat hates you or something like that. The issue in this case is that your cat doesn't feel safe around you. So the trick is to allow that cat to feel comfortable and safe enough that they can kind of relax and from there start forging those bonds. So I applaud you for having the courage to watch this video and address the possibility that your cat is not as bonded to you as they could be and to take the steps needed to change them. So with that said, let's get into my top signs that your cat is not bonded with you. So the first sign that your cat is not feeling as comfortable with you as they could is that they never show you their belly. So the belly is a really vulnerable area for a cat. That's where somebody could dig their claws in and really hurt them. And so if they're feeling unsafe, they're going to always protect that midline. So you might, for instance, see your cat rolling onto their back around someone else, but then when they're around you, they're always upright and they never show their belly. So if you're seeing this sign, it is a good indication that your cat isn't really feeling comfortable with you. The second sign is pretty similar. They will never sleep with their back to you. So you might think that if a cat has their back turned to you while they're sleeping, it means they're ignoring you or they don't want to see you or be exposed to you, when it's kind of the opposite. So remember that it's all about safety, and when a cat's back is turned, that means that they're not watching as intently. So that's a sign that they're feeling comfortable and safe enough to kind of open themselves up to whatever you might be doing behind them. On the other hand, if a cat is always turned towards you when they're snoozing, then that's possibly an indication that they feel like they always need to keep an eye on you. Similarly, that cat will not really sleep around you. So you might notice that the cat will kind of doze off, but they never feel comfortable enough to fully pass out in front of you. On the other hand, if a cat is feeling really comfortable and safe around you, they'll sleep through the night at your side in your bed, right? Keep an eye out for who your cat sleeps with and whether or not they seem to feel comfortable curling up next to you. The fourth sign is that your cat will not use the litter box in front of you. So here's how I think about it. Imagine if you had an intruder in your house. Would you go sit down on the toilet, get all comfortable and use the toilet when they're there? You probably wouldn't. You would probably say, okay, I know maybe that was something that I had to do before, but not anymore. Now's the time to focus on this intruder in the house, prepare for that. I'm not going to put myself in that vulnerable position sitting on the toilet for whatever period of time. It just doesn't make sense. So if your cat is not feeling comfortable with you, they're not feeling safe around you, they don't want to be sitting there for 30 seconds or more, not really able to protect themselves. So your cat's litter box use is a really good indicator of how comfortable, how safe they feel around you. So my fifth sign is that your cat doesn't really come to greet you when you return home after an outing. So one of the times that this is really apparent is if there are multiple people in the home, and when one of them comes home, the cat runs to the front of the house to greet them, and then when the other person comes home, it's like nothing has happened. That's a good sign that the cat feels more comfortable and feels more connected with one of those people. My sixth sign that your cat doesn't feel entirely comfortable and safe with you is that you never really see them purring and kneading around you. So purring and kneading are things that cats will do when they feel really comfortable and relaxed. And if you're noticing that your cat will either purr and knead when you're not around or never does this, then it could be a sign that your cat doesn't really feel bonded with you. Now, this is not a definite sign. Some cats just never do these behaviors. Often it's because they didn't learn to do them with their mom. So it's not an absolute sign, but it can be an indicator, especially if you're seeing that behavior in the cat at other times when you're not around. And my last sign is that the cat's eyes always look really big. So when a cat is feeling relaxed and comfortable around someone, again, they are able to be more comfortable with their vulnerability. And so part of this is kind of closing the eyes. When your eyes are closed, it's a trust exercise, right? You don't know what's coming at you. And for a cat, that's a really big sign of safety and comfort to either close the eyes or to slowly blink. And that's why that's called the kitty kiss or the slow blink, right? It's a sign that the cat feels comfortable enough around you that they can slowly close their eyes when you're around. If a cat is feeling really, really unsafe and uncomfortable around you, they're going to keep their eyes wide open. They're always going to be on you. They always want to know what you're doing. They don't want to allow you to get out of their sight. So those are my top 7 signs that your cat is not really feeling comfortable and safe around you. Note that I didn't mention not sitting on your lap. I don't really think this is a valid sign unless, of course, the cat is sitting on someone else's lap but not yours. Then you can assume that the cat is, for whatever reason, feeling more comfortable and safe with them. Now, what do you do if you're seeing the signs that your cat is not feeling comfortable and safe around you? As the thumbnail suggests, you can give them more love. But what does that mean? So for a cat, it's really about giving them safety and the ability to engage on their own terms. So you don't want to smother this cat. Instead, you want to give them opportunities to engage with you in a way that feels healthy and gradual and safe for them. So this can mean providing elevated areas that they can go to and observe you from above. Give them the opportunity to just watch you and get used to you. It can mean making sure that you're not trapping them in a certain room, giving them the opportunity to go in and out as they please, not really holding them too tight. It's really a case of holding the butterfly in your palm and letting it fly away if it wants to. If you're noticing that your cat is more bonded with someone else in the home than you can take up a more active role as their primary caretaker or a secondary caretaker. So things like feeding your cat and doing other things that they have a positive association with can be really beneficial. So look for the things your cat likes and then connect yourself to those things. You're incorporating yourself into activities that the cat likes and making a connection between yourself and happiness. Unfortunately, even though cats are largely shaped by kittenhood experiences, there's a lot you can do to make them feel safe and comfortable in their environment. So don't get discouraged. I'll put links to resources that you'll find helpful on the cats.com website, and many of those are written by veterinarians or behaviorists, so I think you'll find them really helpful. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you found this helpful and not at all discouraging. Again, there's a lot you can do to help, and it's a great first step to be aware of these things, and don't internalize it and make it this huge complex for yourself. It's a sign that you are conscientious and you care, so good job. Yeah, that's about it. Again, there will be links in the description, and I look forward to hearing your stories and observations in the comments. Thank you so much. Bye.